Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Magical Witchy World TV. I am Star Ravenhawk.
And I am Rhonda Allen. Welcome back. Happy
Yes,
Friday.
yes. Okay, and we are all happy to be here tonight. Um, and now we are on with the show.
On with the show.
It's a magical, witchy world. It's a magical, witchy world.
Ah, yay. Welcome, Peter Co. Welcome, welcome,
Welcome, welcome,
welcome.
welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, it's good to have you
Hi.
here tonight with us.
Oh, it's great to be
Yes,
here. And it's good to see you guys again.
yes. So, as we like to do with all of our guests, we'd like to first introduce you to anyone watching live or on playback by going through your bio. So, Peter Coe or Peter Michael Practical Tarot is a tarot professional and mentor, intuitive, healing medium, and I hate saying this, Usui Reiki master. Peter Coe of Peter Michael Practical Tarot is a healing medium who chose tarot and oracle card reading and teaching as his professional path. His inward journey began at age 19 when he discovered his first tarot deck, became intrigued by it, and began reading for others. In the Navy, he studied celestial navigation and noticed the astrological component in the tarot. He incorporated that knowledge into his readings. As an adult, when Peter incorporated his life purpose, which is to heal others through his medium using the gifts of the Creator, his interpretations became even more inspirational. Peter's a Reiki master, practitioner, and healing medium. He studied healing with Reverend Joseph Shield and Reverend Janet Novahek of the Journey Within Spiritualist Church, and with Reverend Stephen Upton, tutor at Arthur Findlay College in Stansted, UK. Peter studied mediumship with psychic medium and healer Reverend Pamela Meredith and the tarot with Rhonda Allen. Yay! He earned a certificate of advanced training from the Tarot School at the Reader Studio and was a guest speaker at the StarCon 2023. Peter's intuitive readings are channeled from spirit using various oracles, an evolved sense of intuition, and the client's own energy. He believes the true power of the message is always in encouragement, confirmation, and healing. The readings are practical in nature, compassionate, and proactive. He offers virtual readings, coaching, and mentoring, as well as in person group sessions at various locations in the DC metro area. He participates, well, not so much DC anymore because you've relocated, right? Yeah. So he participates in the tarot community at large, attending events, symposiums, and conducting classes and workshops. That still happens. Virtual readings and workshops are by appointment. So you can reach out to Peter or Peter Michael Practical Tarot. You can join his Facebook group, and that way you can get in touch with him and message for anything that you need going forward. So welcome, Peter, to Magical Witchy World TV.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. It's been too long since we've been together, Rhonda, so let's have some fun.
Yes,
And that
absolutely.
we will have, that we will have, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. We've been looking forward to this conversation with you. So, one of the first questions we always ask our guests is um, consider over the years that many of us kind of refer to ourselves by many different names. From when we began to where we are now, and we kind of go through it with an arc, not the names anyone call us, but rather what we identify ourselves as on our journey. So if you can kind of take us to a little bit that arc that you did, and what are you referring to yourself as presently from the beginning to now?
Well, the name's always been the same. It's just been kind of a different game through the years. Like the bio said, at 19 years old, I got intrigued in in tarot, uh, and I can remember buying my first deck in New York City, and
Mhm.
I still have that very deck. Of course, it was a Smith, Pamela Coleman Smith, Arthur Waite's deck, and
Mhm. Mhm.
it's still pretty much my favorite deck, and I carried that deck with me for so many years, and every once in a while, I just kind of pull it out and do some readings for mostly myself, or maybe one or two other people that I might be uh, kind of running around with. But
Mhm.
I had a very structured. I was like a aircraft mechanic, and then I was like, a tool salesman, a manager of a hardware store. Very, earthy, mundane things, and
Mhm.
always kept the tarot kind of in the background. And then one night, I just, oh, geez, from 19 to like age 60, and that's about when I came in contact with your cohort there, Rhonda. Uh, she kind of we went to the first meetup group, and uh, it was a little spooky for me, but I had been starting to kind of go to the journey within church, so I was
Mhm.
kind of getting into the mediumship side of things, and you know, I for a while I was wondering if my tarot was kind of on the dark side a little bit,
Mhm.
but yeah, I found out one of the things Ron kind of told me is like it wasn't, and was able to put that light on where where I thought things might be dark, and
Mhm.
we had that first meetup group, and we all laid out it all started the same. Everybody laid out the 3 card reading, one of them, and the whole table did it. And Rhonda kind of said, "Well, who wants to go first?" And the whole room just kind of fell silent, right, Rhonda?
Yes. So
So
so I just want to circle back to what Star was asking. So when you think about your journey, wait, I mean, as you said, you were 19 when you first started with the cards, and it took this whole arc from starting with the cards at that point, and it wasn't as though you were on like perhaps a spiritual journey at that
no,
point. So then
no,
then when you came back to it, or when you started meeting up, coming joining the group and starting that work, would you call that the beginning then of that journey? You started going to this spirit
yeah.
within church, was that it?
Well, spirit within church.
Yeah.
Uh, we always, when I got married when I was 50, and I got an instant family,
Mm, mhm,
and
mhm.
we always wanted to have the 2 girls, you know, with some kind of spiritual guidance. So, we did the Episcopal Church up there in Vernon for a while, and did the
Mhm.
youth group, everything like that. So, uh, so we want to kept the spiritual journey, but what happened was you know, and then Janice and I discovered the journey within church, and it was kind of like a
Mm, mhm.
reawakening. Okay, you know,
Excellent.
we went there, and I didn't really know what to expect,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, of course, I always get picked out of the crowd. I don't care where I go. That guy that somebody says wants to bring up on stage to do magic or whatever.
Mhm.
Uh, so of course, I got a reading the very first time I went to that church,
Wow.
and kind of like it was such an amazing reading. It was
Yeah.
Janet No Havoc did it, and wow, you know. So,
Yeah.
we started on getting on a new spiritual journey, and I went back into trying to learn mediumship and stuff. But
Mhm.
uh, I could do it, but it wasn't quite my thing because uh, it's kind of a path I didn't want to be on. Is
Yeah.
to be giving comfort. I mean, it's a good thing to give comfort to people that are in distress,
Right,
but
right.
uh, I can't bring it home with me. And
No, you can't. No, that's a
and
very big deal.
so I was sitting home one night and I just saw a little ad in a paper or something about your meetup group, and I don't even know where it was. It might have been on a menu in the diner. I don't know. I said, "Oh,
Right, right.
something compelled me to go to that meeting that night," and that first meeting totally changed my life.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
Totally.
excited to hear that, and I'm grateful for that for to have met you and to continue
Yeah.
this work. But sharing you with everyone here tonight and sharing your journey with and your story. So we understand that you had that first connection with the journey within church, and then you came to join the meetup group. And that is
Yeah.
what brought you into this practice. So your
Right.
journey that brought you to where you are today.
Well, uh, to kind of expand on that, and Raven, I'm going to tell you what Rhonda did to me. Uh, uh, the first thing she did is at the end of the first at the end of the first tarot group, hardly anybody spoke up at the table, and I actually at the end of the first meeting apologized to Rhonda for talking too much.
No.
You know, and Rhonda responded to me by saying, "You need to be out there." And then I responded to Rhonda by saying, "Out where?"
Yeah.
And she told me oh, that I needed to go to Rita's studio.
Hmm.
So I committed to going to Rita's studio. But when we got to Rita's studio, I didn't know anybody. I had a deck for, 50 years, but I didn't know one tarot person from another.
Right.
So she brings me into the room and sits me down in a seat next to Mary Greer.
Yes. Yep. I remember this.
And Mary Greer was my partner for that weekend.
Yeah. That's
And
talk about trial by fire.
and she's been such a good friend to me ever since that day. We talk every once in a while.
That's
And
fabulous.
and but even after the first meeting on Friday morning, I didn't really know Mary Greer was an author until I saw her up on stage giving the keynote address the next day. Then I said,
Yeah.
"Wow, that's my partner." You know, that night, I remember saying, well, this is a little bit out there for me." Because remember, I was like a hammer and screwdriver guy, right? So I'm I'm walking out of the meeting room through the bar room, and somehow,
Hmm. Oh, did we lose you, Peter?
Oh, yeah, I think he's
Oh
frozen.
no, it's frozen.
And I don't know if he noticed.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. Maybe he'll come back. In the
Okay.
meantime, I guess we'll just have to. I'm just gonna pop him off camera. Hopefully he'll come back in.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll come back in and it's just be you and me. Um, yeah, he's Peter's telling his story about how he got into the cards and his work with tarot and divination and mediumship. Um, there's so much more to him that I don't even know that I was hoping he'd bring up, and hopefully he will bring that up later on.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Because
but
we have the questions for him, so that will help guide him.
yes,
So it's
so
just a
hopefully,
matter of if hopefully he would be able, unless he may not even realize that he's not on.
Well, yeah, I think he's dropped off camera, so hopefully he's gonna try coming back in. Who knows? It's, technology has been a
It
special
is what it
treat.
is. It
Yeah, it is what it is.
is what it is. We kind of deal with it as it happens.
So
Um,
while we're waiting for him and our special guest, we just came off of that lovely full moon last night and the
yes.
lunar
Well, into tonight.
into this morning. Yeah, it was last night
Yeah,
into this
yeah,
morning.
yeah. Oh yeah, right.
Early,
This
early.
morning. Yeah, but and it's also we
Oh,
had
here he
two
comes.
eclipses this month already.
Yes, so that was our lunar eclipse. Let's see if he's
Yeah, and that was
back.
the solar one was August
Oh,
12th. Yeah.
Hey,
I think
there
my
you are.
I think my computer froze, so I got back on my
Yeah.
phone. Now I'm doing my
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. It's okay. It's all good. Technology happens.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. No,
Okay.
I think I need a new Google notebook. So Rhonda led me all the way to the reader studio, and encouraged me the whole time. And
So
uh,
we have more questions for you, Peter.
Yes.
uh,
Yes,
We
yes, yes.
do.
So one of the things I love to ask people is because depending on what they refer to themselves as, and since you're going more into the mediumship part, from your point of view, what does it mean to be a medium?
uh, from my point of view, uh, my being a medium to me is my medium is the cards. So it's not like a phone call to the universe.
Right.
And I channel that energy from spirit through spirit to spirit.
Mm,
Uh, and what being a medium to me means just being a conduit. Because it's really not me. It's really what comes through my senses that I can deliver to somebody else.
mm,
And the only thing I want to deliver to other people is uh, confidence, healing, confirmation, and encouragement. I'm not but that's kind of what it means to be a medium. It's just being a conduit of energy and not using I'm more clairsentient than clairvoyant or anything like that,
right.
and delivering the message. I think that's how I want to answer that question.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
I
Rhonda,
made it
it's good to have
back.
you back. I know. I saw that. Glad to have you back, hon. Okay.
Crazy. So, I mean, I missed part of what you were just answering, but I did want to just circle back to, I mean, you have these experiences, you have the mediumship that you work with, you do divination. How do you fit all of this in your life now? How is this a part of your world? Your divination, your mediumship skills, how's that a part of the life that you lead right now?
Well, I'm retired, so
Yeah, good,
and
good.
I'm probably more busy now that I'm retired. But I'm hooked up to my tarot and oracle world 24/7.
Mm, mhm, mhm,
Um, you know, um, and I find a lot of available time to I do like mini readings for people on my page or um, you know but I'm still busy. I'm engaged with my grandchildren, and I like to do a lot of things down here, like golf, fish, bowl, all that stuff. So
mhm.
I'm uh, I'm a kind of a type A individual, and I just can't stand being idle. And I have to keep a journal, otherwise, I'll forget where I'm going sometimes.
Mm,
Right on.
Senior moments and stuff. But uh, I'm kind of always hooked up to my people. Lately, it's been a little slower than it's been in the past, but
Mhm,
still, I get to do a few readings and a few classes every week, and
mhm,
I don't travel anymore really
mhm.
uh, outside the area too much to do events. Um, I'd go to maybe one, maybe two events a month. So it
Hmm.
doesn't. It's
It's
time is
nominal,
what you
right?
make it. Yeah,
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
you know,
Gosh. And
whatever's you know.
sorry.
No, I'm just saying, if something's a priority in your life, you find time to do it.
You are so
Yeah.
right.
And I think he kind of answered the question I'm going to ask next, but maybe he would like to elaborate a bit. Could you tell us a little bit what's become more important to you, which I think you can kind of embellish on what you've already pretty much said.
Well, it's the most important thing right now is the grandchildren.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, awesome, awesome.
I mean, that's uh, everything revolves around that. Um, my daughter had a little rough time with the pregnancies, and the third grandchildren's on the way. So we're on call 24/7 with them. Until the third baby is born, and then hopefully things. I don't know.
Calm.
We're always busy.
Yeah, you can't say calm
But
down. But
but
what that
yeah,
says though is that what's important to you in this moment is
Yeah,
just, it's family. It's that core structure. It's family, it's children, it's grandchildren. And
yeah,
that's a really powerful relationship, being a
right,
grandparent.
right,
So
absolutely.
so
yeah. My 3-year-old just loves angel cards.
See, there
wow.
we go. There
Oh
we
my God, does she love angel cards? And
Mhm.
uh, she carries around a little. She brought her little angel over, and she puts it. It lights up at night. She puts it by the bed, and my wife's kind of big into. She's a Reiki master teacher and all
Mm,
that, and
right.
into healing, and she just. Uh, Teaching that little girl all about angels, and so we incorporate that part of
Yeah.
the oracle and cards. But today she grabbed my dragon deck, and she was looking at dragons. She loves dragons too. So
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
see, I can
so so,
understand that.
so
yeah,
everything kind of it's all one, really. It all just
right, right,
Right.
yeah,
everything is just in one big bubble here. It's great.
And
yeah. Oh, that's
that
awesome.
and that star, we've heard that from almost every one of our guests, that
Right.
their practice, their work, it doesn't separate from their
Yeah,
regular
yeah. Which
day-to-day
is which is
life.
what
And
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be all
right.
symbiotic and be part of you.
That's
Yeah.
right. So tell us about, I mean, we spoke a little bit about your traveling and you've brought that down a little bit, but tell us a bit about what your work is with community. You say, you still have some classes that you're teaching and whatnot. Tell us about your work with community, the community you've
Well,
built.
uh, what I the tarot community that I kind of involve myself with is Starcon community.
Mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
there is no Myrtle Beach is certainly not about uh, uh, any oracle tarot. Myrtle Beach is all about happy hours.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
you go up into Wilmington, North Carolina. There's a spiritual community there that I'm
Mm,
engaging in. It's uh, I think they call it oddities and curiosities is the name of
yes.
it.
Yeah,
Mhm, mhm,
So I've been engaging in their shows
mhm,
and building a little network up there in that community.
that's
mhm,
But
wonderful.
mhm.
most of my time is spent now just writing my notebooks. I wrote
Yes.
three tarot notebooks, right? Uh, and which I use
Oh,
in my classes.
That's awesome.
I have one. This one.
Yes, the
Yeah.
intriguing Actually, I had to reformat that a little bit, Rhonda. So because the way when you opened it up when they printed it, I didn't realize it until I sent a bunch of them out. Is they didn't have your explanation on the left and the drawing on the right, so I
Mm.
had to add one page just so the pages would come out a little better. But
Oh, no
all
worries.
the same stuff.
Yeah, no
And
worries.
my students love your layout, by the way. I've
Oh,
used
that's
it with
awesome.
almost every one of my students. The relationship
Yes.
checkup.
Check up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I use
that's
that
a good one.
as part of my teaching.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
wonderful.
you.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, what would you like to see? I guess the mediumship world or the tarot world. What would you like to see them accomplish?
Oh, that's a question I haven't really thought about. Uh, man, the the group. I think just uh, I don't know, maybe just spreading the word or spreading, or kind of making the world a better place.
Right.
Um, I think the tarot community itself and what I kind of see out there in general, not StarCon people, they're kind of evolved, but
Mhm.
you know, have the readings more about encouragement and healing
Mhm.
than I see some more training. I see some readers that kind of give me the creeps when I go do some of these shows.
Mm.
You know, uh, a little more integrity, get rid of the knockoff decks,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
and but just that. I think whatever we can do to make the world a better place,
Right.
and and I'd like to see them achieve. You know. Readings that really come from spirit and not
Yes.
just come from somebody's wallet. How many readings can I do, uh, in a night? I don't know,
Right.
something along those lines.
Right. Right.
Right. No, I understand your point. I understand your point. Tell us, do you have any particular projects that you're working on? I mean,
Yeah.
next, so what do you have coming up?
Well, I have. This is my new
Oh,
intriguing notebook, uh,
oh,
edition one, volume one, and uh, this has 14 of my favorite spreads in here,
fabulous.
along with all 12 of the astrological signs, uh, a layout that correspond to the shape of the constellation. And I also write the mythology of the sign.
Fabulous.
I also included a couple star clusters that are found inside some of the astrological signs, like
Mhm.
the King Cobra cluster and the Pleiades cluster and things like that. So this is done. This was done and printed. It came out great. I
That
had
is fabulous.
Yeah, and that's anyone who takes a mentorship with me. We go we go through this book, page by page, and
Excellent.
and of course, a lot of what I got in this book is what I learned at North Jersey Tarot. By the way,
Oh, no worries. I am listen, you're doing your thing. That is fabulous. I love that you
yeah,
have pulled together all of these books and that you're
yeah.
sharing that with your students.
That's
the
awesome.
the intriguing friends book is I was sitting at StarCon, the last
Mhm.
StarCon, having coffee with a friend of mine, Frank, and we were talking about maybe we should do something with music or something. And on the
Yes.
way home, I figured that I would call 30 or 40 of my best friends in the tarot community and ask them each for a layout.
Mhm, mhm.
So this is a book that I put together with 30 or 40 different tarot readers. Uh, and their bios. So this has been popular, and
Fabulous.
Yeah.
and of course I'm working on a volume two, and just kind of getting redoing the volume two, and of that. So
Excellent. That's
getting
excellent.
That's a
getting it
lot of
all
things
written,
going on there.
getting it all written down.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful, and that's going to be. It looks insightful. That's going to be helpful to a lot of readers, to help
Yeah,
read. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah. So, what events? I know you mentioned earlier that you've cut back on traveling and doing events and things like that. But do you have any that you're thinking of for the rest of this year that you're thinking of doing?
yeah, I have a small. Well, actually, it's a. I'm going to an oddities event. I'm not too sure how it's going to go,
Mhm.
uh, because I think it's a lot of younger people that you know. But they seem to still like the old tarot guy. That's up in Wilmington on the 8th. I think it's the 18th and 19th of September. It
Oh,
goes.
okay.
It's an evening from 4 to 10. And I think it's kind of a Halloween dress up.
And
And
where is
then at
that again? Where is
Wilmington,
that?
North Carolina, at
Wilmington,
a
North Carolina.
Mm.
yeah, at a Elks Club. It's nice though. And then the follow up day is 10 to 4 on Saturday.
Mm.
Right on.
So
Well, we
yeah,
have
it's nice.
somebody in the chat waving, Melissa, and yeah, hey Melissa. I think she's also in the Carolinas, so I just wanted to make certain we knew that where that was.
Okay.
She's also in our group. So anyway, I'm sharing again how people can sign up to join the group, the Facebook group, Fans of Peter Michael Practical Tarot. You have to go in, find his group, and then do all the things to register. I don't think, yeah, maybe sign
Yeah,
up for the
I don't
questions
ask
or
any
whatever.
crazy questions or anything. I just
Perfect.
I just have to approve it because sometimes you do get the
South Carolina.
you know
You
you
get
do
the
some you still get some uh
little oddballs in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, oddballs are fine. Uh it's you just have to be careful out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know?
you do.
But
You
In
do.
general, that's a thing anyway. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Peter, we can't thank you enough. Thank you.
yeah,
And even
thank
with
you
our
guys.
tech
pleasure.
issues, we've had tech issues. And Melissa, yes, South Carolina. Melissa's in South Carolina also. Um, but thank you so much for making
Yeah,
your way back, even with our tech issues, your tech issues,
yeah.
my tech issues.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you tonight.
All right,
Thank you.
it's been
Thank
great
you.
to see you guys, and I'll see you again soon, I hope.
Yes,
Yes,
you
yes, yes.
will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. But now we want to share a little bit about the other shows here at Magical Witchy World TV. Well, now we have to jump into what? Astrology.
All right, and we had the last time we met was the beginning of August, so we're gonna do the other half since it's the almost the last a few days of August, and give you the
Yes.
rest of the signs. And tonight we pick up with Leo, um, uh,
Yes.
the astrology for August 2026, and we left off with the sign before that, so now it's Leo. So Leo, your ruling planet, the sun, is in your sign, which means you are in your element as August began. This is your time to shine like a diamond. Your thoughts turn to love when Venus entered Libra on the 6th. It was the perfect transit for flirting or making plans with your sweetheart. Thankfully, Mercury being in your sign on the 9th ensured your words will land beautifully. Behind the scenes, projects kept you busy at work when Mars slipped into the secret section of your chart on the 11th. Much time could be spent in research or strategizing sessions well into September. That would be helpful to you. And the
Mhm.
solar eclipse on the 12th was a lovely time for a little upgrade with your life. Your finances was on the upswing during the week of the 22nd when the sun and Mercury pranced into your money zone. Ideas paid off with promotions, raises, or intriguing opportunities. And the lunar
Mhm.
eclipse tonight, or this morning and from last night, shed light on sheds light on budget issues. So if you discover a leak, take care of it now, and you'll roll into autumn with greater security. All right.
Fabulous. On to Virgo. All right, Virgo. So August for you, those first 3 weeks of the month was an excellent quiet time. It was an excellent time just for some quiet and some peace and solitude. The sun and Jupiter were sitting quietly in the introspection house of your chart, which signals that peace was coming from within. Mercury joined that duo on the 9th, and a transit that preferred rest, meditation, and solitude. So hopefully you were able to take some of that in, Virgo. Venus left your sign for Libra on the 6th, and that activated your money zone. Again, another sign with good money zone issues. Suddenly, you're able to attract what you need without the hustle. If you need to spend on your home, or if you needed to spend on your home or your loved ones, you had the means to do so. Mars then entered your social sector on the 11th, which brought invitations to late summer parties and local events. It was a great time to find the balance between social butterfly and cocoon. So then we had the solar eclipse in Leo, which was really a message of saying, put yourself first, which is not necessarily very easy for you to do. Your season officially began the week of the 22nd. So earlier this week, right? The 22nd or late last week, when the sun entered your sign, followed by your ruling planet, Mercury, a few days later. And that put the spotlight directly on you in the most flattering way. So don't be shy, Virgo. You'll have the power to attract, so use it wisely. Then, of course, that lunar eclipse that we literally just came through early this morning, it was the best date to cut ties with any toxic types and to settle lawsuits. So clear that energy so you can enjoy your September.
There you go.
Mhm.
Okay, so Libra, there's a busy social zone at the start of August, means that you'll have plenty of face time with your friends. Venus in your sign on the 6th upped your charm factor, helping you attract admirers and opportunities equally. Better yet, when Mercury went into Leo on the 9th, it ensured you're the life of the party. This combo means plenty of fun activities with you in the center of every cool event. Mars slid in your character zone on the 11th and pushing you to achieve big goals well into September. Your hustle will be fierce, but the results will make you glad you put in the time. The best night for a gathering of like minded souls was at the solar eclipse on the 12th. Private time begins to sound like a great plan when the sun settles in the introspection section of your chart for a month, beginning on the 22nd, followed by Mercury on the 25th. Time away from the party circuit will restore your delicate sensibilities and eliminate bad habits on the 28th, this morning's lunar eclipse, and you'll ease into September feeling clear, balanced, and ready to take on the world.
Fabulous. All right, Scorpio. August is a spectacular month for your career. The sun shines directly on you, paving the way for opportunities to take the lead. Back on the 9th, Mercury and Leo allowed you to inspire your team to victory. There is no better time for you to aim for the top position because you are likely to get it at that time. Venus moved into your privacy sector on the 6th, and that urged you to make some time for self care. Pampering sessions at the spa or afternoons spent in the garden where you could get well grounded. Late summer travels could add intrigue when Mars tours your long distance journey zone for 6 weeks, and that began back on the 11th. Where do you want to go? Keep your passport handy and be ready to jet off on a moment's notice. I'm all about that. The best day to change jobs or apply for a promotion was back on that solar eclipse of the 12th. It's also possible that a new option might have emerged out of the blue at that time. Your social life gets a mega boost when that Sun and Mercury entered Virgo on the week of the 22nd. Garden parties, weddings, birthday celebrations keep you on the go well into September. So schedule a date night with your partner on the 28th, and that tonight, the night of that lunar eclipse this morning,
Mm.
cast the perfect spell for a romantic evening.
Yes, yes, yes. And Sagittarius now. Ready to hit the road? I know you always are, but hey, okay. August offered many opportunities to travel thanks to the sun's movement through the long distance journey section of your chart for the first 3 weeks of the month. Venus in your friend zone means you might travel with buddies or visit a friend in a faraway location. Mercury amped up the chances when it dropped into Leo on the 9th. Mars in Cancer on the 11th helped you find the funds that you pay for all of these adventures, which was great. The best day for a cruise or world tour was around the solar eclipse on the 12th. Your focus shifted to career matters the week of the 22nd when the Sun and Mercury flipped into the highest position of your chart. And suddenly you're taking the lead role on every important project and killing it.
Mm.
Complete a summer home improvement project on the 28th lunar eclipse tonight, yeah, last night.
Mhm.
Get it out of your hair and you'll be able to catch your breath after such an active month. Lastly, your ruling planet Jupiter is in a fortunate angle with Saturn on the 31st, creating the ideal conditions for a major career upgrade. Lady Luck, with a side of professionalism, spells opportunities galore for you.
Fabulous. That's awesome. Capricorn, for you, the month of August could be pivotal for financial matters. You had the Sun and Jupiter gracing your shared resources zone as August began, and that powered up your earning capacity. At the same time, Venus rambled into your career sector, helping you attract better paying opportunities. Speaking with your financial advisor when Mercury joined the Sun and Jupiter on the 9th was auspicious, which also help determine how to engineer the best plan for debt repayment and tax relief. Then, of course, that solar eclipse on the 12th, that also brought fiscal relief. That came possibly through a tax refund, perhaps, or even a joint venture or an unexpected windfall. You were tempted to spend some of your cash on travel when the Sun and Mercury slipped into the long distance journey sector of your chart the week of the 22nd. However, hopefully you waited until last night or today, until that lunar eclipse. On that day or today, an inexpensive alternative closer to home might be a better option. Then why blow through your money when you can enjoy a getaway without breaking the bank?
Yeah, and
True.
always being frugal.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Aquarius. The Sun and Jupiter opened up possibilities to strengthen current relationships or expand your sphere of influence this month. Mercury in Leo on the 9th was an excellent transit for heart to heart conversations. Long talks, good listening, and an open mind create the best connections. Romantic travel was also on the menu when Venus toured into your travel sector beginning on the 6th. A second honeymoon possibly got sparks flying. The pace picked up at work when Mars swung into Cancer on the 11th. Your productivity soared for about 6 weeks, making the days zoom by. If you're looking for love, the solar eclipse on the 12th was your best day to start your search and go on from there. Cast your net wide and see what happens from that day onwards. You might attract interesting new suitors. Could the one could the one be among them?
Mm.
Stay tuned. Financial situations begins the week of the 22nd. The Sun and Mercury entered the tax, joint resources, and corporate business section of your chart, carving out a 4 week window to update your budget, and you sorting out your debts and planning for future security. And the lunar eclipse this morning or last night delivered a financial breakthrough. This could be payment for a previous project or a change in your income, such as maybe a better paying job or better business that you are starting off. As September looms, you'll be in better fiscal shape.
Fabulous. All
Yeah.
right. And Pisces, finally, Pisces. This is a strong month for your career, August. Opportunities are plentiful for promotion or job change thanks to the sun sitting next to lucky Jupiter in your work zone. On top of this, Mercury helped you speak with authority when it joined this duo back on the 9th, making you the obvious choice for an upgrade. It had you paying close attention to offers around the 12th solar eclipse. These could have possibly been better than expected. Be ready, and hopefully you were, to say yes. That could have been exactly what you were hoping for. Venus in Libra on the 6th promised new closeness in your love life. If you're partnered, the flame was rekindled, allowing single Pisces to enjoy connecting with new love interests. Mars added passion on the 11th, which heightened your chances for steamy evenings. The week of the 22nd, of course, had placed the Sun and Mercury firmly in your partnership house, boosting the chances that relationships could deepen even further. Assert your needs when that lunar eclipse that we just came through overnight rises on the 28th, and you'll create a healthy dynamic in the future.
All right.
Whew, got through our astrology for August.
Focused.
Lots
Okay.
going
We
on there.
wanted to complete that. We wanted to complete that. So I'm glad
Yes.
we did.
And now we still have to pull a card. So let's pull out cards.
Okay.
Woo-hoo. Yeah.
So
I
Rhonda, what are we pulling the cards on tonight for?
I wanted to do something a little like, while we are still in summer, we are still in summer for another 3 plus weeks here. I
Yes.
do want to acknowledge that, what do they call it? Meteorological fall. So according to our weather folk, they like to break things into nice little chunks. So meteorological fall starts September 1st. I know it's not the what do you call it? Fall begins in September. But let's just look at what do we want to put our extra push into to wrap up this summer with a bang? So what is
Okay.
it you want to add to your summer fun? What is it the summer is going to wrap up with a bang? What are you focusing on? What are you
All right.
focusing on to wrap your summer up with a bang?
Okay.
And I
So
have
what was the card that you got this time?
oof, I have the Knight of Wands. Well, sounds like I need to be really knights are action makers. These are our people out there doing things, and this guy is burning the flame, burning that torch, passionate, going all out. So for me, fire, heat, summertime, this is about really putting effort and energy into all the things that I want to accomplish this season, all of the things
Right.
that I'm trying to accomplish in this growing season, which is quickly wrapping up. We're already in our first harvests. This is a card that reminds me, don't slow down now.
Keep pushing.
Finish up strong.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
pushing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And as per usual, we do tend to have very similarity
Oh,
cards. This is a 10 of wands.
wow. Some more wands.
Yes, yes, yes. And I've always seen this card as persevering, pushing forward, and lots of creative things that you want to get done. But in a way it feels kind of like a burden, sort of. But at the
Hmm.
same
Hmm.
time, it's like you want to accomplish so much, um, and you want to you're foreseeing so many things that you want to accomplish, um,
Yes.
and you're hoping to be able to carry all of it through. Some may
Yes.
fall by the wayside, but still keep trying. Um,
Yes.
and the word that always come to mind is perseverance.
perseverance,
Yeah.
finishing strong. It's about
Yeah.
our light, it's about our fire, it's about
Yeah.
our spark. And that's crazy. I do want to say that 10 of Wands makes perfect sense for you right now.
I know.
Moving, all the things that are happening,
I'm
all
moving
the
and it
moving
just feels like,
parts.
okay.
Yeah, lots going on, lots going on. So, but that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we are excited. Let me just see. Who do we have?
Did we have anyone for next week as yet, or are
We
we just gonna wing it next
do.
week? We'll see.
We
We do. Oh, great,
we
great, great.
do. Let's see if I can find them really quickly. Doo, 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 doo. How
Okay.
everything. What do you mean really quickly? Nothing is quick, but I am going to pull it up right now. I think. Let me just see for next week, which actually is our first week in September, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're already near to fall, right? Like they said, the first harvest.
right. Oh, I don't have the name on here. Well, never mind.
It's okay. It's all right.
We will
We will
have
have
some,
someone refreshing and nice
yes.
for you for next week. And we can't wait to be here. And again, I'm in the middle of moving, so it's crazy. I'm exhausted all the time. So hey, we're doing what we can.
That's right. That's right.
But Rhonda and I would like to thank you all for being with us here, whether
Yes.
in presently in the chat or in playback, and tonight. And we wish to thank our guest Peter Cole for joining us tonight. It was such
Yes.
a great pleasure. I'm glad to have had him on with us tonight. And
Yes.
Rhonda,
Okay. Please do like, subscribe, and share. Share your stories. Tell us who you'd like us to invite onto the show. Ask your questions. We really want to engage with you guys. Find us on YouTube. Go to our YouTube page, Magic Witchy World TV. Find us on there. Follow us on there. Sometimes, yes, we are also streaming on Facebook. You may see that later, but you can always find us on YouTube.
yes, yes.
So,
And when I'm out of Facebook jail, I'll be back.
yes, that'll be, you
It
know, it's coming.
is
It's
what it
coming.
is.
It's
Yes,
coming. But
it
thank you
happens.
all.
All right. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and
Yeah.
take care and see you next week.
See you next week.